Hey there, my name is Nicole, and today I decided to do the Dukan diet. If you don't know what the Dukan diet is, basically it's a diet where you can eat as much as you want, but you're restricted to certain foods during certain phases of the diet. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail, but I will leave the link below if you want to check it out. I want to keep this introduction brief because I want to get right to, the weight loss and what I'm eating in the diet and all that good stuff. So my name's Nicole. If you care, I'm 24, I'm 5'4", and I want to lose weight. So my starting weight for this diet is 217.5. So that is what I weighed in this morning. And I will be doing weigh-ins daily for the first 7 days of this diet, because the first 7 days is called the attack phase, and you're supposed to lose the most amount of weight in the first 7 days. So tomorrow I will explain a little bit more about the phase that I'm currently in for the Dukan diet, but for right now I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'll see you guys in the morning to see how much I weigh. Okay, so minus 0.3 pounds. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in that number, but however, there are still 6 days in the attack phase. It's just that you're supposed to be losing about a pound a day in this phase. So maybe it's because I didn't have the oat bran that I'm supposed to have along with the everyday, and also I didn't exercise yesterday. So I'm going to try and do both of those today and see if that makes a change on the scale tomorrow. So it's about 1:30 right now, but I incorporated the oat bran in my lunch this time, so let me show you what I'm eating for lunch. So it's pretty simple. It's just turkey ham with eggs, and then I used the oat bran and kind of made a little pancake. There's a recipe, I think, in the book on how to make this. You can also find it online too. But what's nice about this diet is that you can eat unlimited quantities of meat. So I pile on the meat, and also you can have unlimited quantities of protein, which means that egg whites are pure protein, so you can have as much egg whites as possible. So this is just one egg with a bunch of egg whites in it. So you can really increase the volume of your meals when you're in the attack phase and when you're eating on this diet just in general. So that's kind of nice. During these first few days, I've noticed that I felt full all day, because I can just eat when I want to, as long as it is within the structures of the diet. So that's kind of interesting. Holy shit. Okay, so I am currently on day 5 right now, and I know it's been a few days since the last time I've updated about how I'm feeling and just the things that I've experienced along the way, along these past 5 days. So the reason why oat bran is so important is because it helps with your digestive system, and I've noticed it has helped with the scale as well. I think it just keeps everything in your body working. I'm also trying to make sure that I am keeping active at least lightly every day. That's not really too hard for me because in my job I'm on my feet all day, so not really that difficult to be active every day. And on my days off, I just try and go on walks, or I try to clean something or do something with a movement. So that's pretty much my exercise that I incorporate. So now I kind of want to talk about the kind of positives and negatives of this process that I've been having so far. The first thing I want to say is that it is so motivating to see the scale dropping every day. It is a strict diet. I will say that, you know, it's a very limiting diet. Even though you can eat unlimited amounts of the food that you're allowed, the foods that you are allowed are limited. However, I don't care. Like, I'm going to stick to this because the results on the scale are incredible. So I'm going to stick with this through and through, and that's it. Another thing, I touched on this before, but I'm always full. I'm always satisfied because if I get a rumbly in my tumbly, I just eat. And what's also nice is that I really don't have to think about food throughout the day. I know what I'm gonna eat, and I know that if I'm hungry, I eat. I don't have to count calories. I don't have to really do arithmetic in my head all the time. As far as my cravings have gone, there was a day, I believe it was day 4, that I was struggling a little bit. I have had some cravings and some desire to go off of my plan, but the reasons why I'm on my plan are too important for me to go off the plan. Another thing I've experienced in this diet is that you have to learn how to season things, or you have to buy, make sure you buy seasonings, okay? Because you're just eating protein, so you need to learn how to season your protein, or else you are gonna be in for like the worst week of your life. I like made this chicken and I didn't really season it that well, and it was disgusting. It was so dry. It was like, I didn't even cook it right, I don't think, but I didn't want to waste it, so I finished it and it was awful. Oh my god, worst meals of my life. I think the 2 hardest things about this diet is having a variety of things prepared ahead of time, because you just have to constantly have something that you can eat with you, because if you go to outings and family gatherings, which is the second part that's the hardest, is explaining to people why you can only have meat, or why you can only have meat and vegetables if you're in the cruise phase, because it's a very limited diet, and you're gonna get outed pretty soon enough, that you're, you know, on some type of diet. So explaining this to people is a little tough, but you know, whatever. You're doing this for you, not for them, and they're gonna see their results, and they're probably gonna be like, girl, what you doing? Because I want to do it. Sometimes I get a little lazy and I forget to plan foods ahead of time, so I end up eating the same thing maybe like 2 times in a day, and so it can get a little repetitive. So I just need to get better at making different proteins throughout the day so I can mix it up, and so I don't have to eat the same thing twice or maybe even 3 times throughout the day. But yeah, that's about it. Overall, I'm feeling great about this. Obviously the results are definitely kicking in now, as you can see in my weigh-ins. I am definitely going to show a before and after this week is up, so you can see the physical change that has happened to my body. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm on day 8, which means I am finally out of the attack phase. Yes! I get to have vegetables. Yeah! Who knew I would be so excited to have vegetables? Because if you know me, you know I absolutely hate vegetables. I hate them. Well, I don't hate them. I wouldn't prefer to eat them. But since I've been eating pure protein this past week, it's kind of a nice change to throw in some vegetables, even though they're not my favorite food group. They should be, but they're not. I'm just going to be totally honest. But anyways, so I want to talk about the 7 days and how it was. It was definitely very challenging. Like I said before, there were a few moments where I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this, but I persevered, I got through it, and we're done with the 7 days, and the grand total lost for the 7 days was 5.7 pounds, which is crazy for a week. So I'm very happy with that. I am going to be posting my before and after pictures right after this. I don't know if you can tell a difference between the before and the after. I think I can tell slight difference, so that's good. The first picture that comes up is going to be the before when I was 217.5, and then the picture right after is going to be my current weight, which is 211.8. So after I took these pictures, I realized that the tank top that I'm wearing is just a little too loose in order to show the finite details of my progress. So I decided that I wanted to wear like a white tank top in order to show my progress a little bit better next time. So now I'm gonna throw in the new pictures, the new before pictures, which is me currently. So the white tank top is gonna be the new progress picture outfit that I wear. So now currently I am in the cruise phase, which means that I am going to be having protein and vegetables today. And then the next day I'm going to be back to pure protein. And then protein and vegetables, then pure protein. It just switches off. And this phase basically goes until you hit your goal weight. I don't know if I'm going to do that all the way to my goal weight because I do have a long way to go. My goal weight is 145. I'm at 211 right now, so that's going to take me a long time to get there. And I honestly don't know if I can last that long. But if I can go until maybe like, I don't know, 170, 180, that would be really cool. And then maybe I might take a break, like a few days break from the diet, and then restart the attack phase again and just go through it again. Or I might just power through it and go all the way to 145. I don't know. We're gonna see. So I think I'm gonna keep journaling this process, so that way maybe some people who are hesitant to do the diet can see someone go through it and see if it's something for them. Or if you just want to be entertained, I don't know. But I think that's all I have for this video. I hope you found this informative or entertaining, or I just hope you weren't bored watching it. I'm probably going to make another video next week, and I'm not going to be doing daily weigh-ins anymore because it's not going to be as significant as the attack phase, so I'm going to be doing weigh-ins weekly. So I'll be making weekly videos and you're only going to see one weigh-in per week. All right, I'll see you next week.